Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen, man, 61 Austin Healey Sprite, kind of last runs of these cars, and this car is beautifully done. Recently repainted by us. Okay, it had average paint on it. The restoration before it was great. It was holding up well, but the paint was just not as nice as the rest of the car. So we went ahead and painted that and added the stripe on the car. If you don't like the stripe on the car, we can always remove that if you want to. I thought it looked great and what have you. So anyway, as most British sports cars go, you know, they're approaching the 50-year mark, and this one here, over 50 years, is going to have needed something along the way. Well, in this case of this car here, it's been fully restored, and we're going to look at that right now and see where that is. So I did tell you about the brand new paint. The problem with it is seeing the white paint with the white paper makes it difficult to see the letters. So come on in here and see if you can read that. It's crystal clear. It's beautiful paint. And the nice thing about it is that this right here is clear coated over, so you can't really feel it. So if you want to wash and wax this car forever, you can without worrying about damaging the stripe underneath here. All right, so new bumpers, new grille, new headlight lenses, trim rings, turn signal lenses, bezels, badges, like all of these little things. Well, what's the big deal about that? Well, first off, what the big deal is, some of that stuff you can't find. Second, this has had to have been replated or done by somebody as a professional, and you don't have to do anything other than get in the car and go for a drive, which is exactly why people do business here at Fleming's. That's exactly what we want you to do. All right, let's go check out the back of the car. All right, so some great British styling. Again, new taillight lenses, new trim around the taillights themselves. The bumpers are done. This right here, I love that little call out. It looks so kind of period correct. That's awesome. Check this out in here. So this is kind of nice because what we have a convertible top, we have the spare tire, all right? And we have a protective knockoff wrench that comes with it. So if you ever have to change the tires, this goes onto the knockoff and you just hammer this so you don't hammer the actual knockoff itself and damage that. Inside here is the clip-in windows, so it has windows and a full soft top, which makes it really an all-weather car, which is why I would love you to drive this in the winter time as well, because it's a lot of fun, okay? So a lot of people say, well, why are these cars so popular? Why do people love them so much? Well, first off, they're super lightweight. In the case of this one here, it's had an upgraded engine done to it with upgraded carburation, so we're getting some more power out of it. And it has things like radial tires. Circa 1961, this has disc brakes. Most American cars had no idea about disc brakes in 1961. The Corvette didn't come with disc brakes till 63. And that's what these kinds of cars, because they handle so well and they sound good and they're fun, a lot of people take them to the track. This one here, not that I know has ever been to the track, but it could be a great vintage racer if you wanted to, go so have some fun on that, or just take it out for a cool cruise on a Sunday, take it to a winery, do whatever you want with it. It's really that kind of fun. The more you look at this video and the more you look at this car, the more you're smiling talking about it. Cool, so let's check out this here for a second, all right? This is beautifully, beautifully detailed and done. And I wanted you to see some of that and spend a minute looking around here, all right? So this has an upgraded Weber carburetor on it, so you're gonna get a lot more power. It's gonna warm up faster. It's gonna be a lot smoother than the original one that came on it. But the original generator is on here, and which is cool is the tachometer is driven off of that, all right? The blower system is in place still, all right? So it still has heat, and that's why I would encourage you to drive these cars in the wintertime as well. Put the soft top on a cold day if you want to, and turn the heater on. All right, nicely detailed. It's got the correct engine in it, almost 1 liter. And as if I should walk around over here and see some of the detail here, okay? Rack and pinion steering, not the old style box that you might see. So that's down in there. Nice serial number plate, brake system with the safety parts built in. This has windshield wipers. Well, what's the big deal about windshield wipers? Well, you know, in the 50s of these cars, the windshield wiper was you turned a knob and it moved the wipers back and forth. So these have come a long way. Anyway, you can open the hood at a car show and show it off if you want to. This is the prop rod. It sits right here, and that shows off everything that you'd want to show, okay? All right, so come on in with me. So listen, soft luggage can go here if you want, okay? Put the dog there. You can do that too. And put your luggage back there. All right, so the one thing I wanted to show you was people that are tall, like this, 6'1", can get in these cars, and there's actually a lot of room in here, okay? So look, my legs are almost all the way stretched out, and so bigger guys can drive them. And there's plenty of room in here if you're a little bit bigger, and just the way the door sits and what have you, it fits perfect. So this is upgraded 4-speed transmission, and I should say upgraded because it's a standard transmission in the car, but it is rebuilt as well with a fresh clutch, okay? It's showing 370 miles on it since the restoration. I don't know that to be true, but it is a pretty nice car, and it's pretty nicely done, and it runs and drives beautifully. It has a choke right here, so if you want to choke it, it does have heat, which we talked about, and it does have windshield washers and wipers, I should say. And this right here, which I love, is the rear view mirror, which is absolutely fabulous. Okay, 6,000 RPM tach, 100 mile an hour speedometer, full Smith's gauges all the way through, and just a great looking, awesome little car. So anyway, it makes me smile just being inside here because it just fits so well. All right, so we close up this video. Listen, talk about rarity. There's only 10,000 of these cars built for the whole world. Now you say, well, 10,000 seems like a pretty big number. Well, it's not really a big number when, say, 1,200 of them came to the States and 2,000 of them stayed in England. When you think about Chevrolet alone built millions of cars that year. General Motors built millions and millions of cars that year. So we're talking about worldwide production. That's pretty cool. Second, restored and great looking. Great colors, whatever. Wire wheels with knockoff wire wheels with disc brakes on it as well. Great looking interior. Comes with a soft top, comes with the clip-in windows, and just a cool car to have some really great times with. And it's not a gazillion bucks. I was just looking at the payment on this thing. It's 200 bucks a month, man. 200 bucks a month. You spend more on that on your Starbucks bill, I'm sure. Anyway, if you find a really cool way to get a car that's going up in value as well, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 61 Austin Healey Sprite.